It's not broken again, I promise. There we go. That's roughly in the right place. Thing.
Bullshit on again.
He didn't answer quick enough.
He didn't, did he? No. Try once more.
Yeah, probably help me when I put battery on it.
There we go, it's Mr. Emmy working on his tangerine.
There was nothing left of it.
There's months left in there.
Months.
Even days, hours. Well,
Probably months left in that about 20 years ago.
it's fine. There used to be slots, I'm sure. It gives you the telltale when it hits the bolt. It gives that nice scraping noise when you hit the clutch.
Yeah, isn't that the warning to you need a new clutch soon? When you hear it scraping the bolt.
Yeah, I think so.
When the car is a manual but starts to sound like an automatic when you put your foot down, that's kind of when you know that your clutch is probably on the way out.
Yeah, see, sometimes don't listen to us. Sometimes we're quite wrong. Because Reese hasn't got enough to do with the Lotus. Today we have the ramp guy who's come in to check the ramps, so currently he can't use his ramp. So he's doing a little bit of teaching for Emma and Jazz, because hopefully Emma and Jazz are going to be our next budding sprayers. So today they got the tractor bonnet to do, the old Fergie, which I think in a previous video you'd already seen they've done a bit of filler work. You've painted a few bits before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done a bit of painting, so I kind of don't
but he's
really
admitted that this would make it easier.
But this is easier, yeah, definitely do the like it. But you'll see it as well by the way the water moves. If you've got a nice silky surface and you put some water on it, it will pull. So you can see how it sits in this puddle because it's smooth and it's silky. So you'll sand it all down. You will have these little bits of burn through where you've gone a little bit too far in certain areas. We will just touch that up with a little bit of rattle can high build and some etch again on top of here. So yeah, Jazz, would you like to demonstrate? You can see here how she's handling the block. She's not holding it flat. Now that's because there's a ridge in the centre of the bonnet. The ridge comes up like this. And if you block it flat, you attack that ridge and you will end up you'll end up just taking the paint off the top. Yeah, if they fall asleep watching the video. Alright, go on, give it a wipe off.
Sorry, there you go. I'm your prep assistant. So there we go, we'll keep you on top of what's happening with this one. So that's a little demonstration of what's going on with our Jazz here. And thanks to Mr. Is he gone? He's gone already.
No, he's right there.
Oh, he's there. Thank you, Mr. Reese. Now, get back to your room. You've got welding fabrication to do. Got to keep on top of these people, you know what I mean? So there we go. Stay tuned for the next bit, or tune in again for the next bit. Have fun. Say bye, Joe.
Bye-bye.
We have primered the tractor bonnet. Charles has primered the tractor
Good job,
bonnet.
Joe. Good job,
Hey,
Joe.
I'm using your term, the royal we.
The royal we? Yeah, I am very good at the royal we.
So Charles primered it. We're now looking at getting the primer nice and silky before we can put some paint on it. There's been a guide coat of random rattle can black been put on.
It doesn't need to be black, does it? It can be any as long as it shows up, I guess.
Black is always better because it's the darkest colour, it's easier to see. And it's just a light dusting over the top of all the primer. There has been some bits of dust and stuff landed in the paint, which is a given the environment. It's not the cleanest of paint areas.
What are you saying? This is the most perfect spray booth in the world. Look, it's got lights and everything.
You can stamp on the floor and create dust.
No.
Yeah, it's a bit dusty anyway. So a few bits of dust are landing in it. So what we're doing at the moment, I was just showing Jazz, or explaining to Jazz what to do as far as how you know when the primer is flat enough for paint. That's what the guide coat of the black is for. So primer is white, it's not light grey, it's not, it's bloody white. So it's a little hard to see. So you put this guide coat on. No matter how nice your primer comes out of the gun, you can look nice and silky and whatever, there's still going to be a certain level of orange peel to it. So some highs and some lows. As you can see the bit that she's done so far, you can see here how we've got this nice silky white unscratched surface, and then here, this mottled effect of the black still in there. That mottling that you see there is your orange peel. So the black is the lows, the white is the highs, and that's your orange peel. So if you just quickly scuffed your primer and gone straight to top coat, you would have had a more orange peely top coat finish, because this would have had a knock-on effect to the later coats.
Yeah.
So
Paint has got instructions in every language apart from English and Welsh.
Perfect.
does that make sense?
All that this says on the tin is don't lick the paint and don't breathe it, so we still don't know what it is.
There you go, top tip, don't lick the paint. It's not edible. Who'd have thought stirring paint could be so technical?
Wait for the video on paint drying.
I like the look with the hat, because it's
You've got to have
colour-coded.
that hat, haven't you? It's health and
Colour-coded, your mask and your hat exactly the same.
health and safety.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll try and scoop it from the bottom. And if you don't scoop a lump, it's mixed.
Remember that, children, if you don't scoop a lump, it's mixed. Okay, that's good life advice, that one. But as many things.
It's like a paper cone filter,
Yeah.
it'll sit in the top, you pour it through it
Okay,
to make sure that what goes into the tub is uncontaminated and it's nice
not
and
going to
thick.
block the nozzle.
But
yeah.
with the state of this bloody gun, it doesn't matter.
Hopefully it'll come clean after this first use of many ages.
Again.
I'm looking in the Morris Minor Haynes manual, because it is the same engine at the end of the day. So where is the torque? This thing has been very well used. 40 pound-foot. Okay, so we're all right as we are.
Checked it before.
Yeah, I'm glad I checked that. Okay, yeah, so that's done now.
Cool.
That's
Don't
torqued
be
up.
judgy.
So, you join me here, down the side of where the coach is. The long-term project behind me here, the Humber limousine. So before doing anything else to the engine, I'm just going to show you what parts we've got here. So we've got our leads, carburettor, which is going to need a bit of a rebuild. It all works. The choke mechanism seems to move freely. Throttle obviously works well, and the dash pot inside the carburettor also moves up and down, so that's a good one. Rebuild that. We've got our rocker cover with all the plates, which needs just a good coat of paint when it arrives. Fan and pulley. So, get started. Currently, I am rebuilding this 850cc A-series engine to go in our 1962 Mini Mark 1. The car itself is currently off at the body shop being painted, so I've just got the engine on a little trottle here. So currently I've got the head loosely in place, so that's ready to get torqued up. I'm going to start by just doing that up to 20 newton meters. Shouldn't warp the head, but to be fair, with these old cast iron heads and with the thickness of the copper gasket, take a lot to warp one of these. So you're kind of working your way in a circle from the middle. You start there and there and there, and you go to that one and that one. It's like I've had to redo the engine on that Morris I had. Well, the 3 engines I had in it several times. I could do this in my sleep now, I'll be honest with you.
Maybe nightmares rather than dreams.
I don't know, I quite enjoy doing it. Well, I only enjoy doing it when you get to hear the engine run in the car afterwards.
I think it might be a while till this one does that.
Yeah, we need the car back first.
So there we go. What have I done? Pneumatic staple gun. Who's that? Making bloody noise, isn't it? Reese. Right, so all I've done, stapled that. All I've done is measured the original and then measured once I've cut down the width. I've measured both sides exactly the same to make sure it's square. Now the giveaway should be, if you roll this up now. Oh, I did that a minute ago. Actually, okay, so it's very slightly off. But I think that's only because I'm rolling it up on the top. I'll try that again. So, following on from what you saw earlier, all the blinds are now fixed and they all pull down properly. So you've replaced 5 of them because some of them are okay. Like this one. There we go, pulls down nicely like that. And here we do have the little things on the bottom as well. There we go. Hook them on. Perfect blind. So it wasn't a fiddle, but there we go. We now have nice new blinds in Monty the Grandpa. Yay! Fantastic. See, so not just mechanicals here. All kinds of skills needed at this place. Have a good day. Take care. Right, I said bye, Jazz.
What?
You just said bye, Jazz.
So annoying.